Hi students, so today we are going to have a practical session for the upper and middle lobes. Okay, now what are the segments on the upper lobe? We had already discussed this earlier. I will revise right now. For the upper lobe, right side lung, there is a apical segment, anterior segment and posterior segment. For the left lung upper lobe, there is an apical segment, anterior segment, posterior segment, superior and inferior lingula. So those are the 5 segments for the left side upper lobe. Okay. For the middle lobe, on the right and left side both sides, there is no middle lobe on the left side. Okay. So the superior and inferior lingula represents the middle zone. On the right side in the middle lobe, there is a medial and the lateral segments. Okay. So those are the 2 segments it is on the right side lung. Now, first of all, before demonstration, I would like to tell you the guidelines for the postural drainage. How the postural drainage has to be decided, what type of day, what time in a day it should be done. Okay. So guideline for applying clinical application of the postural drainage mein, first of all we need to decide a time of the day. The time of the day should be always in the early morning or in the late evening. The reason behind it is that if a patient is performing, if the postural drainage has been decided or has been done by the therapist into the early morning or the late evening, in the early morning all the secretions which is collected during the night time can be removed in the early morning, and the next day onwards patient will be able to resume his or her work, okay, without any undue problem. In the late evening, if we perform postural drainage, then what happens? Or in the late evening, if the postural drainage has been performed, then the secretion will be removed in that, so that night will be sound sleep. In the night, patient will be able to sleep nicely. Okay, that is why in the late evening it should be performed. So this is the time of the day. As and when we also should be having a postural drainage treatment, as incorporate, we should adjust our timing as per the bronchodilators or the mucolytic drugs which is been given prescribed by the doctors, okay, for the loosening of the secretions. So that also should be there. Frequency of the postural drainage sessions. Frequency should be, if the amount of secretion is larger, if patient is filled with secretion, patient's lungs are filled with secretions, it is copious amount meaning large amount. In that case, the postural drainage sessions can be increased to 3 to 4 times in a day. For the maintenance, once the secretions are lessened and we are supposed to maintain the removal of the secretion or maintain the prevention of the secretion, so during the maintenance phase we can decide up to as and when the secretions are to be cleared out, which means once in a day can be enough. Okay, or for the maintenance phase we can also decide few days in a week, so that will be dependent on the condition. Okay, but if the secretions are copious amount, then you can increase the frequency of sessions 3 to 4 times in a day, unless and until the secretions are cleared out. Okay, now the next is the how are we going about, how the flow of the postural drainage is. Okay, so you should not first give the position to the patient. First of all, you are supposed to check the vitals, then you are supposed to auscultate. By auscultating, you are deciding which side of the postural drainage has to be given. Okay, so determine the site of the postural drainage. Then you are supposed to make a patient prepared. So preparation of the patient has to be, patient should be wearing a loose clothing, okay. It is not necessary to remove the clothing as it is a position, okay. So it is not necessary to remove the clothing for the posture drainage, but there are some maneuvers in which if the cloth is there, then those maneuvers will be not effective, okay. So for the some maneuvers we are not supposed to have a clothing, but for the posture and position not necessary to give a clothing. Now the next is the patient should be educated for the postural drainage. Whatever the treatment we are going to give, whatever the positions we are going to give, so before going to the treatment, patient should be educated for the procedure. Before the treatment, patient should be educated with the coughing techniques. Patient को पता चलना चाहिए how to cough effectively, how to huff effectively. Okay, so proper coughing huffing technique should be taught to the patient prior to the postural drainage. Along with that, we can also tell to the patient that whenever you feel like we can stop the treatment because this posture drainage positions or posture drainage treatment session is very much exhaustive. Okay, so now duration of the treatment is 30 to 40 minutes per session. 30 to 45 minutes per session. It should not exceed above 60 minutes. Okay, so it should not be, exceed beyond 60 minutes, as this posture drainage positions, posture drainage techniques, the maneuvers performed during posture drainage is very much tardy and it is very much straining to the patient. Okay, so patient will be having a very much it is very exhausting for the patient, and that is why posture drainage one session should not exceed 60 minutes. Okay, ideal is 30 to 45 minutes. Now before going to the for the posture drainage, patient should be educated also that whenever you are giving a position, during that positions you are supposed to do the deep breathings, okay, or try to cough during the positions. Each position should be maintained for 5 to 10 minutes. During that time, if you are applying maneuver, if you are giving positions, 5 to 10 minutes may one position we are supposed to give. If the patient's cough is non-productive in those 5 to 10 minutes, we can come to the next position for the postural drainage. Okay, then you can conclude a treatment after the posture drainage is done. In concluding a treatment, you can give patient a comfortable position, ask a patient to see, this is an exhaustive treatment, as patient might be breathless after the posture drainage. Okay, they might become posture drainage. So during the treatment or after the treatment, in both the cases we should teach a patient a breathing control and a postural breathing, okay, as per the condition. So this technique is very much helpful in reducing the breathlessness or dyspnea. Okay, so give a patient appropriate position after the treatment, check the vitals, check with the auscultation whether those segments which are being filled with secretions are cleared or not. After that, you will educate a patient that within 15 minutes or after this treatment, within 15 or 30 minutes, you may be having a productive cough, and which is normal. Okay, because of the mucociliary action, even if during the posture drainage patient did not have a productive cough, that is all right, and in the future 15 to 30 minutes patient might be having a productive cough. Okay, so that education should be given to the patient.